Taliban fighters vow revenge after a U.S. soldier allegedly killed more than a dozen Afghan civilians, including women and children, in a house-to-house shooting rampage. Danielle Nottingham has the latest from the White House.
Afghan security forces stood guard on the streets of Kandahar, concerned about retaliation for a U.S. soldier's alleged shooting rampage. U.S. officials took an Army staff sergeant into custody after he reportedly left his base around 3 in the morning Sunday and walked to 2 nearby villages, then went house to house shooting civilians. Afghan officials say 16 people died in all. 3 of them were women, 9 were children. He dragged the boys by their hair and shot them in the mouth, this woman said. Other witnesses say after the killings, the shooter set the bodies on fire.
Those family members will demand revenge. They have to have it for the sake of their honor, for the sake of their families, for the sake of themselves.
Afghan President Hamid Karzai called the killings unforgivable. President Obama promised him a full investigation and that those responsible will be held accountable. The Pentagon has not released the suspect's name, but CBS News has learned he was assigned to a special forces unit on what's called a village stabilization operation, where troops develop closer ties with local leaders. This was the suspect's first tour in Afghanistan, but he served 3 tours in Iraq. He was based at Fort Lewis in Washington state. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, the White House.
Fort Lewis found itself in the public eye recently when Staff Sergeant Calvin Gibbs was convicted for killing Afghan civilians for sport.